I almost did. All right, so we got 2. Let's try something else. Let's go back here really fast, and I'm just do a quick glance and see what I'm going to speed for. Damn, I always have to stop at his work. It's just, and it's like before I was married, like you see this beautiful girl and you have to stop and look. So that's Simon Lee's work. I just have to stop and look. All right. Some really cool stuff in Shadow of the Colossus. Some beautiful design elements. There's something in this. I don't know. There's got to be something from there. Another dude that I like to go to and I definitely pull inspiration from is Miles Tevis. And I don't know. I'm more thinking horror now. More than like, mindless monster or something like that. The slug was kind of like a mindless monster. Miles Tevis, amazing artist, teaches over at Art Center. Dude I met a few times, and he's a good friend of a friend, worked on Pirates of the Caribbean, among other things. But the specific work that I'm looking at is from Legend. Lord of Darkness, Meg Mucklebones. And actually, let's just pull up Meg Mucklebones. Because there's something in her that is just disturbing. Swamp Hag. Somebody prettied her up. It's freaking hilarious. And also Steve Wang, Darkness Falls. And this stuff is a little more human, but there's still something I can pull from that. So let's see. Once again, I don't want to duplicate. I'm not trying to create a Steve Wang type creature. But I'm trying to capture the energy that I feel. And don't feel timid about when you're blocking stuff out like this, and using the insert mesh brushes. There's nothing wrong with that. I know that we want everything to start out wholly our own, and we think that somehow this is cheating, but it's not. I mean, there's plenty of hard surface dudes that are pulling from they're kit bashing, right? That's all I wanted. Right? So I'm not. having this discussion with Solomon the other day from Pixologic. We're talking about how like you get some teachers that end up having like these catchphrases that they use all the time. I was thinking of developing a catchphrase like Emerald, bam, bam, bam. So silly. All right. And I don't know where I'm going with this. This is looking awful. Subconscious, don't fail me now. You know, and there's still something that I want out of that first one that I liked. Let's go and up our resolution here. And I think I'm not feeling this yet. This comes down to a little bit of design language. It's that my shapes are too round. It doesn't feel dangerous, doesn't feel sharp, doesn't feel evil. Doesn't feel quite deformed. And this one I very much wanted to feel evil. And I think this is going back to another fear I used to have as a kid. It had to do with pill bugs. I used to always imagine the smaller insects being enormous. You know, how ladybirds, whatever you like to call them, are actually just monstrous. I mean, to an aphid, there's nothing worse than a ladybird. It's like 128. Yeah, I like Kurt's stuff for sure. He does get some really cool stuff going. Yeah, and I'm only dropping this in right now because I feel like I need it to visualize what I'm doing. I don't want to go much longer on this piece. I feel like I'm going to start overworking it or want to start developing something else on it if I do spend much more time on it. Thank you, autosave, for saving my work for me because I forgot to save. Alright, let's do one last thing here. Actually, a couple more things, then I'm going to wrap up this one. Yeah, man, Simon, I love the Kurt's artwork too, man. He's such a cool dude and a great artist. I mean, for me, I mean, I do, I mean, I freaking, I know my ZBrush, but for me, I don't know if it's sort of a more traditional artist inside of me, but I definitely lean towards simpler methods. I mean, sure, I'll muck it up, I'll spin it around, I'll do some procedural stuff. Let's give people something to look at from the bottom here. Maybe I want to do that asymmetrically. All right, one last thing I want to do on this, then I'm going to move on to the next one. Spend 2 more minutes on this. I don't know, maybe I'm getting too specific with this. I just better stop and save that for another time, because then I start looking at it and go, well, I've developed this one so much, and yeah, you know what? I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to exercise some self-discipline and control, and I'll just leave it there. I don't want to elaborate anymore on that. I think there's something to pull from there if I want to. All right, let's drop it in with this guy and the other guy. Let's see, how big is he? Probably about that size. Let's take a look at him from Demo Man's perspective. Turn off these guys for right now. Yeah. Some ooze and slime shininess in there. Some micro detail. All right, I've done 3 behemoths now. There's 3 colossal creatures. Let's try and bring something more down to scale. Something other than size that's intimidating, that's terrifying, or that's those back plays look so silly.